This is Nightline.
Tonight, Utah mom murder trial.
Guilty of aggravated murder.
Inside the true crime saga of Kouri Richins, the Utah mother convicted of using fentanyl to poison her husband and father their 3 sons, then writing a children's book about grief. What may have been behind the jury's speedy verdict. Plus, seeing double with Vince Vaughn.
I thought you were a clone.
Well, clones aren't real, dummy.
And time machines are super grounded in reality. Yeah, obviously.
The star known for comedies like Wedding Crashers.
And I'm flattered that you would even think of me to include me in something like that.
Now doing double duty in a time-traveling comedy.
What's happening?
I'm you, but I'm from the future.
How did you like working with Vince Vaughn?
God, he was great. Really enjoyed that guy.
Yeah.
Easygoing.
And Breaking Glass, the legacy of Pat Summitt, one of the winningest coaches in college basketball history.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Kouri Richins and the fallout from her trial that captivated many. The Utah mother of 3 accused of poisoning her husband with fentanyl, then writing a children's book about grief, saying she did so to help her sons cope with the loss of their father, who she denied killing. The jury didn't buy it. Here's my Nightline co-anchor Juju Chang with another look.
Joining us now is author of Are You With Me? Kouri Richins to share her 3 C's to helping kids cope with grief. And Kouri, I want to start with your story. What happened in your personal life?
So my husband passed away unexpectedly last year. So it's March 4th was a 1-year anniversary for us.
2023, Kouri Richins had just self-published a book.
She comes across as this sort of sweet, endearing, grieving widow and mother.
I kind of wrote this book on the different emotions and grieving processes that we've experienced last year, and, you know, hoping that it can kind of help other kids.
She dedicates this book to Eric Richins, who she calls an amazing husband, a wonderful father.
Dad is still here, it's just in a different way.
A dramatic fall from a model mother in grief to a convicted murderer.
In a shocking case, the jury agreeing with the prosecution, finding Kouri Richins guilty of killing her husband.
Counsel, Ms. Richins, please stand.
I could see that it looked like she was shaking, so I kind of looked down where she was wearing high heels today along with shackles. It's interesting to see high heels and shackles. And she was tapping her foot like really fast like this.
Guilty of aggravated murder.
After 2 weeks of testimony, a jury taking just under 3 hours to find the Utah mother of 3 guilty of murdering her husband.
We, the jury, unanimously agree that the prosecution has proved beyond a reasonable doubt the homicide was committed for pecuniary gain.
They came back in the evening with a unanimous verdict on all 5 counts.
We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of aggravated murder.
They knew it. This was very, very fast. That meant that the story that was put forward actually was the story they believed. At the same time, Eric's family becomes very emotional, looking almost distraught as the verdicts are read.
What's the address of the emergency? My husband's not breathing. He's cold. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. I don't know. I was sleeping in with my kids. I just came in our bed, and I turned over, and he's just cold. He's just cold.
Kouri Richins called 911 very early in the morning, around 3 a.m. on March 4th, 2022.
Immediately, first responders come to their home outside of Park City, Utah.
He's had 2 Eppies, American.
Paramedics are in the house. They're working on Eric to try to revive him. At the same time, you see Kouri over on the side, upset.
What's your first name? What's your first name? So what happened today?
He was just fine. We were fine.
They're asking Kouri what had happened earlier in the evening.
And she said that the night before they were celebrating, she made them Moscow mules. And then she made them lemon drop shots. Everything was good, and then she says that she went into her son's room around 9:30 because her son was having night terrors. Falls asleep and doesn't wake up until 3 in the morning.
My husband's active. He didn't just die in his sleep. This is insane.
Eric and Kouri's marriage had been in trouble in the past, and it seems that trust had become a real issue.
Law enforcement says that Eric's family almost immediately told them that they suspected his wife had something to do with his death. That he warned them that if anything had happened, she was to blame. That Eric had recently changed his will and life insurance from his wife to his sister, and that Eric never disclosed to his wife that she was cut out of the will.
A few weeks after Eric died, a toxicology report came out showing that he died from a fentanyl overdose and was determined to be illicit fentanyl.
Eric's family taking matters into their own hands, hiring a private investigator.
And then in 2023, a new lead detective is assigned to this case, and that seems to change everything. Kouri Richins is arrested within a few weeks.
She is charged with murdering her husband Eric, allegedly by poisoning him with fentanyl.
Good morning to all of you.
So Kouri is on trial for multiple charges. Kouri is on trial for murder, attempted murder, forgery, and 2 counts of insurance fraud.
The defense arguing that no one can prove how the fentanyl got into her husband's system or where it came from. The prosecution painting Richins as an unsuccessful house flipper, swimming in debt, who was dreaming of running away with her lover.
The evidence will prove that Kouri Richins murdered Eric for his money and to get a fresh start at life.
For years before Eric Richins died, it turns out that Kouri had been having an affair with a man who worked for her. By all accounts, it doesn't appear that Eric was aware of that relationship.
During that time that you were romantically involved with Miss Richins, did you love her?
Yes.
During that time, did you feel that she loved you?
Yeah.
In their case, prosecutors portrayed Kouri Richins as being money hungry, setting lofty business goals so she can live the high life.
Investigators say she stole $250,000 from her husband out of the home equity. It was his home before marriage, so it was his separate property, and she used that money to start her real estate flipping business.
And then on February 23rd, 2022, just days before Eric dies, Kouri texts this to Josh Grossman. I have a crazy dream. You quit your job, I divorce, and come up with millions and millions.
Prosecutors allege that Kouri Richins had a money motive here, that she believed that she stood to obtain a significant piece of wealth once Eric died.
But Kouri would soon learn that her late husband's estate was something she had no control over. It was all entrusted to his sister, Katie.
When you were explaining to Kouri Richins that the house belonged in the trust, how did she react?
Oh, not positively. She was livid.
After the verdict, the judge set a sentencing date for May 13th. But based on the facts, allegation, and the conviction, it's likely that Kouri Richins will be sentenced to many decades in prison.
We are grateful to everyone who has worked tirelessly to bring justice for Eric. Our focus is now on honoring Eric's life and supporting his boys as we all continue to heal.
For much more in this story, watch Love, Money, and Murder, the Kouri Richins trial, now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu. Our thanks to Juju. We turn now to the conflict in the Middle East and its second month with 50,000 U.S. service members now in the region. It's day 31 of the war with Iran. Here's ABC's Matt Rivers.
Tonight, shocking new images of the vital U.S. radar jet destroyed in an Iranian attack that also injured 15 American service members, 5 seriously. That U.S. Air Force E-3 Sentry, its tail nearly severed. That distinctive radar dome that normally rotates atop the aircraft, providing real-time battlefield data on enemy positions and flight operations, seen on the ground at the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. A U.S. official confirming to Reuters that an E-3 was damaged in the strike. With 50,000 U.S. service members now in the Middle East, tonight President Trump warning the U.S. will be, quote, blowing up and completely obliterating Iranian energy infrastructure and drinking water plants if Iran doesn't reopen the critical Strait of Hormuz soon. The president also claiming a deal with Iran could come shortly, saying the U.S. is in serious discussions with a new and more reasonable regime to end our military operations in Iran. But Iran insisting there are no direct talks with the U.S., saying the president's 15-point plan includes many requests that are excessive, unrealistic, and illogical. Our Rachel Scott pressing the White House today.
How do you explain that discrepancy between the two?
I think the American people are smart enough not to take the word of a terrorist regime that has chanted death to America for 47 years.
Thousands more U.S. forces arriving in the Middle East, including the USS Tripoli, with 3,500 Marines and sailors as President Trump weighs his next move. The New York Times now reporting hundreds of U.S. Special Operations Forces, including Navy SEALs, are also now in the region and could be used to help reopen the Strait of Hormuz, seize Iran's critical oil hub, Karg Island, or to hunt down Iran's highly enriched uranium. Tonight, smoke and flames billowing from this oil refinery in Israel. And as Iran launches attacks around the region, a top Iranian official tonight warning Iran is waiting for the arrival of American soldiers on the ground to rain fire upon them.
Stay with Nightline and ABC News for continued coverage of the war. When we come back, we switch gears to Vince Vaughn and Vince Vaughn, double teaming in a brand new comedy, Mike and Nick and Alice.
What's happening? I'm you, but I'm from the future. I came back in a time machine. You sound insane.
Welcome back. Vince Vaughn has starred opposite some pretty huge comedy heavies, but he's now met his match himself, taking on two roles in Mike and Nick and Alice. He and his co-stars sat down with ABC's Trevor Ault.
What's happening? I'm you, but I'm from the future. I came back in a time machine. You sound insane.
Vince Vaughn is pulling double duty in the new action comedy Mike and Nick and Alice, starring along a comedy legend himself.
So it's Mike and Nick and Alice, and you play Nick and Nick.
That's correct.
How did you like working with Vince Vaughn?
God, he was great.
Talented guy.
Really enjoyed that guy.
Yeah.
Easygoing. Yeah. No, it was fun. It was fun playing both parts because they're the same character, just at different stages in their life.
Vaughn has been a towering presence in comedy movies with his unmistakable, rapid-fire, quick-witted delivery in crowd pleasers like Swingers.
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
And Wedding Crashers.
Oh, it does. It sounds very nice. But I'm flattered that you would even think of me to include me in something like that, Gloria. Thank you. It kills me, however, to have to tell you, I'm sorry. Timing's not, I won't be able to make it.
Why? In Mike and Nick, Vaughn is playing a time-traveling gangster determined to rewrite his own fate, colliding with a fellow criminal played by James Marsden and love interest Asa Gonzalez.
It's chloroform. Chlor what? You're going to ring the doorbell. Somebody's going to answer the door. Before they can get out a single word, you take that rag that's soaked in that and you cover their nose and their mouth.
Oh, that's chloroform. That's chloroform? You could have just said the wet rag thing. It made it easier. I don't know the technical term for it.
How did we like working with two Vinces?
Actually, it was quite fantastic. I did.
You had a favorite?
I like Present because he's kind of like irreverent. He just says what he thinks, which I like. I like a no BS type of person. So I found him endearing.
That's nice. I see that point. I like the little softer version.
Yeah.
A little bit more
tender,
understanding, a little more, I don't know, touched by life and experience.
Knowledge.
Right.
Kind of evolved.
The future Nick.
Exactly.
But then we have the real one, which is both, so it's great.
James Marsden has had major roles in sci-fi thrillers like Westworld.
Maybe someday soon, we'll have the life we've both been dreaming of.
No, you never will.
And comedy, including the Emmy-nominated Jury Duty.
I'm a recognizable public figure.
Respectfully, I don't recognize you.
This was an interesting script that came along. I was like, okay, we've never seen this before. This is an interesting story, and there's a sense of playfulness to it. And but there's also all this double crossing, and the sort of crime drama with action.
Asa Gonzalez is also known for sci-fi TV epics like Three Body Problem.
Do you see that?
See what?
That. I've come off just sci-fi, like a lot of drama, and I'm like, what do I feel like the people want to watch? And, you know, there's no one that screams more iconic comedy moments in time than him. And I've always wanted to be able to be around the vicinity of actors like both of them that have the talent. Comedy is the hardest thing to do.
Do they record you and then play it back when you switch to the other character? How does that work?
Yeah, the technology was interesting. The timing becomes important, so you can hear your voice in your ear for what you recorded because you have to sort of match it.
I feel like people know about Vince Vaughn. It's this guy likes to go off book.
Sure.
Which I would imagine makes it tough to then play off of later.
There's moments from not just myself, but other actors where things come up or we're playful or things happen. And when that would happen, you would just sort of work off of what you did.
Always leaving the door open for another hit.
It's one thing to have a hit movie, but like you're talking about being in the fabric of culture.
Well, one thing I always did was I would try to write original slang or take existing slang and advance it so that you're not just repeating stuff that's going on. You just find new ways of saying something.
I think your kids are teenagers now.
My daughter is, yeah, she's 15. My son is right before he's 12.
Do they have interest in Vince Vaughn movies?
I never really, it's so weird. I never showed them a lot. But they, you know, sometimes they would go to friends' houses and their parents would show them, which is strange. They'd come home and say, oh, I saw this. I said, really? They said, yeah, they put it on. I said, oh, that's weird.
You've got to be constantly asked about potential sequels of these classics, though, right?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, there's been thoughts of them. We've been close on some, but you got to have a good idea. You don't want to just repeat it to repeat it. I mean, that was part of some of the fun with Nick, and Alice, is it's an original idea. And if there comes a time where there's a sequel that makes sense, hopefully it's as good as the original.
Our thanks to Trevor. Mike and Nick and Alice is now streaming on Disney+. When we come back, the new documentary tribute to one of the winningest basketball coaches ever. The significant milestone achieved by every one of the student athletes she coached. And finally tonight, if in the midst of this March Madness you can't get enough basketball, there's a new documentary on Pat Summitt, one of the most successful coaches in college basketball history, who always said her biggest achievement was off the court.
I can tell you this, every player that's played at the University of Tennessee for Pat Summitt for 4 years has a diploma.
Once I left the University of Tennessee, I still needed a couple of classes to finish up. Pat was calling me all the time. She said, you need to come back to summer school, finish up. I've never had a player not graduate so far. You're not gonna be the first.
Pat wanted us to be great people. She was a mentor on life, not just my basketball coach, but somebody that helped shape my life.
She really wanted her players to play professionally. She's getting ready for professional basketball. And that's why she was so tough on them, because she wanted them to have these opportunities, and she knew she hadn't had.
Breaking Glass, the Pat Summitt story, is streaming on Disney Plus now. And that's Nightline for this evening. Watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.